प्रणतामिव फलदां लोके प्रणमति अस्त्वां न पतति शोके वारावारविहारिणि गङ्गे विमुखयुवति कृततरलापाङ्गे तव चेन्मात श्रोतस्नात पुनरपि जठरे सोऽपि न जात नरकनिवारिणि जानवि गङ्गे कलुषविनाशिनि महिमोत्तुङ्गे पुनरसगङ्गे पुण्यतरङ्गे जय जय जानवि करुणापाङ्गे इन्द्रमुकुटमणिराजितचरणे सुखदे शुभदे भृत्यशरण्ये रोगं शोकं तापं पापं हर मे भगवति कुमति कलापं त्रिभुवनसारे वसुधाहारे त्वमसि गतिर्मम खलु संसारे अलकानन्दे परमानन्दे कुरु करुणामयि कातरवन्दे तव तटनिकटे यस्य निवास खलु वैकुण्ठे तस्य निवास वरमिह नीरे कमठो मीनं किं वा तीरे शरटकक्षीण अथवा श्वपचो मलिनो दीनस्तव नहि दूरे नृपतिकुलीन भो भुवनेश्वरि पुण्ये धन्ये देवी द्रवमयि मुनिवरकन्ये गङ्गास्तवमिममलं नित्यं पठति नरो यः स जयति सत्यं येषां हृदये गङ्गा भक्ति तेषां भवति सदा सुखमुक्ति मधुराकान्तपञ्चटिकाभिः परमानन्दकलितललिताभिः गङ्गास्तोत्रमिदं भवसारं वाञ्छितफलदं विमलं सारं शङ्करसेवक शङ्करचित्तं पठति सुखे स्तव इति च समाप्तं जय जय गङ्गे जय हर गङ्गे 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 जय जय गङ्गे जय हर गङ्गे।
विविधा हि स्वरूपा देवी परा महाकाली च लक्ष्मी सरस्वतीया पुरुषार्थप्रदायिनी देवी परा राजराजेश्वरी पराशक्ति उमा कल्याणकरी देवी समष्टिपरा परिवारसुपालिनी व्यष्टि सदा दुर्गा वरदा भयनाशिनी मम तामसहारिणि पालय मां सदा स्वार्थस्य सिद्धित्वया कृपया परिपूर्णपरार्थप्रसादकरी मनमोहिनि कामिनि लादकरी दुरदृष्टविनाशिनि भाग्यमये इहलौकिकज्ञानप्रदायिनि मा परलौकिकविद्याप्रदर्शिनि मा श्रुतिदेवी सरस्वती वेदमयी वरदे वरं देहि मे मोक्षप्रदे जय हे शिवशक्तिमयि जय हे शुभलक्ष्मीमयि जय हे श्रुतिसारमयि जय हे जगदात्ममयि जय हे शिवशक्तिमयि जय हे शुभलक्ष्मीमयि जय हे श्रुतिसारमयि जय हे जगदात्ममयि।
Hari Om. Happy Navaratri to all. I'm very happy to introduce Shriji, who will be guiding us with this evening's puja. Sri Kumar Gopal Krishna ji, who is known mostly among us as Shriji, is a long-time dedicated sevak from CMWRC. Shriji has had the fortune of being associated with Puja Gurudev from his youth days. He has a PhD from UVA and is a software engineer by profession. Besides being a joint secretary of CMWRC, one of his greatest seva is his well-known shloka and Vedic chanting classes. Personally, I have learned various suktams from Shriji. Shriji has conducted number of pujas at CMWRC. Let us now go ahead and welcome Shriji to guide us with this evening's auspicious and divine puja. Hari Om.
I was on mute. Sorry. Hari Om, everybody. Can you see me? Okay, that's good. So I hope all of you are having a wonderful, Navaratri retreat. I, for one, am thoroughly enjoying it. And so with this in mind, let's get started. I would like to spend a few minutes just with a little bit of introduction because we have a mixed group here. Some of you are very versatile in pujas and some of you may not. But before I start anything, my sincere and heartfelt pranams to our Puja Swami Dhirananda. I'm very happy that he's here today as well, joining us. Swamiji has been my constant encouragement, guidance for everything I have done in CMWRC, and I'm sure it applies to all of you as well. And to the various CMWRC Vedanta teachers who constantly strive to share this knowledge with us. My namaskarams to all the Devis who are in this retreat, who represent that Mahashakti. And finally, heartfelt thanks to Deepa Krishnanji for giving me this opportunity to, on this wonderful day, to celebrate this. Today is a very special day in some respects. Some of you may already know, I've talked to you, especially those of you from Karnataka will definitely know. Today is Mula Nakshatra, which is Saraswati's birthday or the day that she's remembered. In Karnataka, today is celebrated as Saraswati Puja. So it was just by chance that Deepa allocated this day. And in Sringeri specifically, this is a very, very special day. So today's puja will be dedicated to Shardambike, as focus on her. Today we will also be performing a Shodasha Upachara Puja. Most of you have heard this name. I thought I will mention a little bit about what that really means. Shodasha, as you all know, means 16, and Upacharas are steps, services, offerings that are made to the deity. So at some point of time, somebody came up with this terminology called Shodasha Upachara, which is a set of 16 steps, which are subjective. Some people have, different sets of things that they use as steps. But the more important thing is that through these 16 offerings, Vedantically, you're engaging your entire the five sense organs, the mind, intellect, and the destruction of the ego in through this puja. So as we go through the upacharas, you can keep those in mind. That is the whole purpose of going through this. And in the Jnana Marga, we talk of that as Chitta Shuddhi. In the Bhakti Marga, they just talk about it as merging with the Supreme. So, as I mentioned, these set of upacharas are usually accompanied by Vedic mantras, stotrams, shlokams, whatever somebody would like. For today's puja, given that it's Sharadambike, I have selected uh, Narayani Stuti, which is from the 11th canto of Devi Mahatmyam. So you will see verses from Devi Mahatmyam which are interjected here. This entire presentation has been set up. I spent a lot of time on a PowerPoint. So it's really got every step that you can all follow just by looking at the sheet. For those of you who are beautifully set up, like I see Hari and Bindu there, wonderfully set up in front of the altar. Thank you very much. So please do perform the puja. If you have children with you, I know many of my shloka children are also here, please ask the children to perform this puja. They need to understand how to do this. Swamiji has always emphasized that in our thing. Now, for those of you who are not able to perform the puja, who are seated in chairs, do this. You can do this manasically through the mind. Continue to offer everything and continue to chant along with us so that you can also participate. I am very fortunate that I am joined today with Lakshmanan, Jayashri, and Manini from our Chinmaya Center. They will be graciously agreeing to be your voice feedback. In Zoom, we need to have one person there. So they will be the voice feedback where it says repeat, I would like you all to repeat along and they would be the repeat voice for me. Okay. So with that as such, let us get started. This is a very traditional puja, but made simple to the extent that 30 minutes, what we can do. So I hope those who have few of things got the puja list. If you have it, please have them all ready. If you do not have those items, you can just use a flower, akshata, or just your thought is self-sufficient. So with that, we'll start with the invocation mantras. I'm going to project right now. Let me switch, and I'm going to actually first of all spotlight the altar. We have our altar at home, and my wife Jaya will be continuing to do the puja here, as we continue on. So this is the altar for this puja, and I hope all of you will join me. Let me also share the PowerPoint that we will be following. I hope you all can see it. Okay. Very good. So again, welcome. So let us start with a traditional invocation. Most of you know this. This invocation is to invoke the blessing of Sri Ganesha, Sharada Parameshwari, and Puja Sri Gurudev. So I did not really tell Manini this, but maybe Manini can lead and chant these three stotrams. We can do it all together. Most of you know it. Manini, are you ready?
Yes, Sriji.
Yes, please chant it slowly. Okay, and everybody who knows it can chant it along with her.
Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha.
Please offer a petal at the altar symbolically to Lord Ganesha. Continue.
Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha.
Offer a petal at the altar. Continue.
Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha.
Thank you. So any puja, once the invocation is done, begins with a formal sankalpa. Most people do not know what sankalpa really means. The sankalpa really is a mental resolve. And in this mental resolve, it's a very complex thing that they have set up where they introduce themselves to Bhagavan through their lineage and their presence in temporal space and time coordinates. So what we're doing there is really saying where we are in this cosmic period of time and space, to the exact minute that we are right going to think. So today is the Shashti and the Mula Nakshatra. So we'll be introducing ourselves. This is going to be lead follow. You can all have your hands in traditional Sankalpa posture on your thighs, or you can touch your heart. And please repeat after me. This is really important. And there will be a small pause where you can think of the names of your family members and invoke them for the blessings of Bhagavan or Bhagavati in this case, for their well-being. Lakshmanan will be voiced back for me. Let us start. Mamopata Samasta Durita Shayadwara Shri Sharada Parameshwari Prityartam Shubhe Shobane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Parardhe Shwetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvata Manvantare Ashtha Vimshatitame Kaliyuge Prathame Pade Kraunchadvipe Kramanaka Varshe Gotirtha Kande Prabhavadi Shashti Samvatsaranam Madhye Shri Sharvari Nama Samvatsare Dakshinayane Sharadritau Tulamase. I'm going to add this. Chandramana Aswijamase Shuklapakshe Shishthyam Shubhatitau Saumyavasara Yuktayam Mula Nakshatra Yuktayam. So please take a minute or a few seconds to remember your Gotra Nakshatra or the names of your family members. Asya Sahakutumbasya Shema Tairya Vijaya Ayuhu Arogya Abhaya Aishwaryanam Abhivridyartam Chaturvida Phalapurushartha Siddhyartam Shri Parameshwari Prasadena Jnana Siddhyartam Sharada Ashtottara Shatanamavali Sahita Shodasha Upachara Pujam Vayam Karishyamaha. You can take a drop of water and cleanse your hands. So now we will start through the upacharas. We are going to go through this really fast, and we will, as for each of these upacharas, we will talk very briefly what it is. We start with avahanam, there's a typo there, avahanam and asanam, and we'll continue on. We are invoking Bhagavati at our altar. So imagine it's a mental journey where you're invoking her presence right at your altar. Sarvasya buddhi rupena janasya hridi samstite swargapavargade devi narayani namostute Please repeat after me. Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Avahayami.
Avahayami.
Please offer a petal at the altar as you invoke her presence. As Swamiji always tells us, this is a mental journey, invoking the presence right there at your altar. Kalakashtadi rupena parinama pradayini vishwasyo parato shakte narayini namostute. Please repeat. Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Asanam samarpayami.
Asanam samarpayami.
You're offering her a seat at your home or altar. Let's do this alternate. Sarva Mangala Mangalye.
Sarva Mangala Mangalye.
Shive Sarvartha Sadike.
Shive Sarvartha Sadike.
Sharanye Trambake Gauri.
Saranye Trambake Gauri.
Narayini Namostute.
Narayani Namostute.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Padyam
Padyam
Samarpayami.
Samarpayami.
This is symbolic of washing the feet of Devi with water, right? We'll do this repeat. Shrishtisthiti vinashanam.
Srishti-sthiti vinashanam.
Shakti bhute sanatani.
Shakti bhute sanatani.
Gunashraye gunamaye.
Gunashraye gunamaye.
Narayani namostute.
Narayani namostute.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Arjyam
Arjyam
Samarpayami.
Samarpayami.
We are offering her water to clean her hands. Okay, that is symbolic of this step. Her feet are clean, her hands are cleaned. She's seated at the altar. We continue on. And I hope the children are also doing this. I have to say this again. Repeat. Sharanagata Dinartha.
Sharanagata Dinartha.
Paritrana Parayane.
Paritrana Parayane.
Sarvasyarthi Hare Devi.
Sarvasyarthi Hare Devi.
Narayani Namostute.
Narayani Namostute.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Achamaniyam
Achamaniyam
Samarpayami.
Samarpayami.
Please offer some water at the altar from the Panchapatram and also a petal. This is symbolic of giving her something sweet to drink. Usually it's water or panaham as we call it, Madhuparkam. So now let us continue to the snanam. In a typical puja, you will have a formal abhishekam that actually happens. We're not going to do an abhishekam, but if some of you have a murti, you can take this minute to nicely clean the murti in symbolic thing of giving a abhishekam and keeping her clean for the post steps. Let us repeat. Hamsa yukta vimanasthe.
Hamsa yukta vimanaste.
Brahmani rupadharini.
Brahmani rupadharini.
Kaushambhaksharike Devi.
Kaushambhaksharike Devi.
Narayani Namostute.
Narayani Namostute.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Om Mahadevyai Namaha.
Nanam Samarpayami.
Snanam Samarpayami.
Symbolically in your mind, you can assume that you have finished the